It's day 1243 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. Once again today, this course of our learning Arukh HaShulchan should be dedicated to Hatzolah and Yeshua of Amma Yoshe B'Tzion from the wicked terrorists of Gaza, Machshmam V'Zikram. Today we are doing Siman Yodeh, Siman Kupei Ches, Siv Zion to Tes Zion. Zion, because all the Poskim write that Tobab and saying Rabbi, now in our great iniquities, these matu of us, the hearts have become diminished. We no longer have the capacity to distinguish between different types of blood. So paired base. Even the time of Chazal, there were some Chachamim who did not look at blood in order to ascertain it was Torah Tameh. Certainly today. You can't be matar any blood which is inclined to red. There's two rights, but because now that our expertise has waned, they went and they were matame anything which has a red countenance. It's very light or very dark, deep. And all types of black. So only two colors of blood which are not really blood, which are not matami. Shena lovan bayorok, white and green. Although green sometimes means yellow, as he says here. Ben karti, whether it's green like a cabbage, ben or whether it's yellow like gold. Those colors will matar, even if they have a thickness of blood, shua av arbe, which is very thick. I can't show. Uvekarti, nichlu shnei maros. The card includes two possibilities. Starting occurring green or blue, which we call green and blue. Moshe Bihanu Lel Simulam Machesh IUCPU, like explained much earlier in the part of your day we didn't do. I Chum. Tzavkazov who Marish going gel. And yellow like gold is what we call gel. What do you mean? Mukamara Shava, this also looks like wax or esrog. And like the yolk of an egg. Not sure. Yolk of an egg is orange. I guess it's still yellow. That's not matame. Here's the Gedon Sharotzin Lachmir B'Mara Zob. There's something they want to be machmir by gold. And they should not because it's somewhat reddish. Veino Ikar, that's not the actual halacha. So he wants to machmir, then machmir himself for lo lachem, not for others. The truth is, anytime you machmir for yourself, you also machmir on your spouse, which is being machmir others. Did not write this idea of being machmir on gold. It's true that a Rav who's doesn't have a good eye and he's not an expert in maros, it's hard to distinguish the colors. Somebody who has a good eye, maros, and he's already acquainted with the maros, the various different types of blood. It's easy to distinguish one from the other. On that level of blue, green, yellow versus red. And we pass in a way that we have the expertise to ascertain that. You should know. The one who showed him says an astonishing thing. You should know. When he shows an astonishing thing. Possession we're going to raise parag ain't omdim. That was Gemara says Shabanosi so a few rows tipas dan kakal yosel of Shimanakim. The daughters of Israel are machar themselves. And to the detriment of their husbands. That even they see a drop of blood the size of mustard seed, they have to sit Shimanakim 7 clean days. Because of the Ferish Rabbeinu Yonah, our Rishon Rabbeinu Yonah writes the Zeloshin as follows: Ish Bashir Chumra is Aminei Shiyamar is Hatam Kein Chado. Some say the Chumra is not because it's not a question of the size, it's a question of the fact that it's Chado, which is mustard seed, can be construed as reddish. But ain't the Rabbeinu Yonah says doesn't seem that that's the case. Machum Mazu. What kind of chumrah is this? She's ominadin. It's going to the letter of the law. Though behead your kaima maseches nida shadam kamarecha dam matame. That blood, the color of mustard is matame. Akan l'shanom. Bachelor nimtzos b'chol maseches nida. Now, besides what you don't find in all maseches nida, this halachot that tambresh perek yotzi dovin matame makoshu afilu kenachada pachas mikan. There, it's clearly going on the shear. In the time, even blood the size of mustard seed, and even smaller amount. Um, uh, uh, in some, Lolian Marakamara, it's not talking about what it looks like, and in cotton, it's talking about its smallness and quantity. Kambur, as is clear. Also, there it's primarily mentioned about a male, Zav or Balkari. Ulevar mindain. Besides that, hachadu maregel. Chardal is yellow. Mustard is yellow. The chardal mashan cream zenafet. Which obviously is mustard. Fatoma advarim elu, and the already is down at the Ramah, the Madan Yontif, and the Divrei Chamudim, Divrei Chamudos, and the Machmir also. No. So there's a Soberg Bays with Tinokas, and the other Prakim. So then Yontif. Anyway, the Chen Loivim Echel Min HaPoskim. If another Poskim brings down, Vali Loyitzu Dvar MP Gon Kamon. This certainly was not an ancient Gon who said that this Gemara is the color of a mustard. In brackets it says Yim Lo Shachadal Shulchan Yashachar. Less the mustard in this area was black or red. The Asian is meaning Chadal, the types of mustard actually more. The Gemara explores that whether it is considered to be kilayim or not. No. Yeah. Chardal and chardal mitzvah, right? So the two types of chardal, maybe one of them is reddish, blackish. The other one is clearly yellow. Test. One of them wrote, evidently this is the Riyavitz. If you have a blood which is inclined to brown, which is like the peel of I think chestnuts, and like a coffee, obviously without milk. Shutor is Torah. It goes on saying that if that's okay by sighting, it's certainly okay by stain. It's not inclined to red; it's inclined to black. Tar. And we already learned that if it's lighter than this, it's tar. He's still not bringing a definite proof in the Mishnah. We don't know the difference between what they look like. Even though the words of the Mishnah are talking about red, about red, because in red there's several levels. Even though they didn't mention red, also by black we don't distinguish. So what does he mean with this brown? It's not including the Mishnah. So he means the name of Mishnah Shani, we learned shachor kecheres. Black is like I don't remember what kind of this stuff. It has something to do with holding ink. Anyway, Bamar Kumar says kazais ukazefes kazais like an olive, black olive, kazefes like pitch, raven like a raven. If it was any of those blacks, to hard. Ayin shab. Avgav the shach was gomor. Avgav the shach was gomor yeshvim, even though they have real black. Kokom enim kacheres, they're not like that cheres. Evidently, nobody knows what cheres is because I looked it up on Talmudology, but I assume it's just, I don't know if that's what kind of site it is, but when it translates, the Gemara in the Dapides, it says the black color of blood that is impure is blood as black as cheret. Okay. Um, uh, yeah, but uh, even though black olives, black pitch, and black raven are black, they're still considered to be tar, even though they're clearly black. They're not like cheres, whatever that means. We certainly don't know how to distinguish in blacks. That's the Turshon is saying. I'm a notel at Seva Broin, a certain which is inclined to brown. The ain't some mean cloud, which is not at all like red or black. For I can night them out of chakras, it only has a slight inclination towards blackness. Shita Shane Lachmir, we should not be Machmir Stam. Kamanas a Matzah Kasu. Because it said we in this paragraph, Kazgonim Shemotza Katsu. So you found written. So what the intent of the person on whose writing we found Kenu is that we can't distinguish between blacks, not necessarily browns. Question Dia Mikantor, we learned that it's lying that it's tar. But the rak dihak mecheres tar medina. I feel because as long as it's slightly off from cheres, it's tar even medina. I feel because or even when it's like a black olive, like a pitch, and like a raven. Okay, yeah, today we can't distinguish. You have to be machmer. Become nevertheless. But seva broin. It's only machmer and brown. Back says, can you really? It was a shopper commas dictical and this works out everything that they claim. It shows this way we should pass it. Okay. Yud. Mara Lavan Tahar, that which we say white is tar. I feel like level of garment, even it's not completely white. Kamara Beggar Lavan it looks like a white garment. Which some dust has fallen. So it's black. Its whiteness got darkened. I thought that's still tar. And all the reports can hold like that. More Lavin, so the Rav was passing in the stand. They finally should bodegas vega mechuar. Sometimes when she checks with a repugnant garment, Nima Maraka Shachar, it looks like it's black. That's we have to clarify the black is actual. Or it's a count of dirt, etc. You should know the Megillah. He said Pshitos. The Megillah says they ain't rolling down beyond blood. Can't look at blood at night. We need a super base. He said the roin at now dafke chamlet sel yodo. You look at it says you look at a mara, a bloody cloth or whatever, between sun and the shade. Here it says the shade in your hand. So it's the sun and you shade with your hand. That's what he's about to say. You put the hand opposite the blood, visibly to the sun. You make a shadow. What was Mara Barur Blitos? That's why the Mara is clear without any mistake. The Chol Poskim was clear as a cloud. No Poskim mentions this, but the Dafki Mem Shulchim Medam the Dam Ibn Shalos Blood. No Poskim mentions can't look at blood, because then that was only their time when they had very, very fine distinctions. And those fine distinctions would not pop up at night so easily, especially they didn't have much artificial lighting. But also, but today we say all red is also kosher. Only if it's white or green is it okay? And doesn't make a difference when you look at it. Evidence comes to Rashi Megillah. Says he married them do we see show blood at night? It's the story of Abigail David to see if it's Torah. You have to check out its countenance. If it's one of the 5 types of blood which are tummy in a woman, I can't show. Of which the dafka ben havchana adam ladam tzarich yom dafka. So it's only to tell between red and red, but you don't do anyway, then you need the light of the day. Good base, but I didn't move on. Still not understood. Should I be neither Sham Isa? It says that neither Rabbi Rod Dam Balayla with Timay. He looked at blood at night and he said it's Tomei. Rabbi Yom saw the same blood during the day, but Tir and he says Tar. Him to Shachas, then he waited another hour. Chaz of Timay, he says Tomei. So Tomei, Tar, Tomei. Tomei, Tar, Tomei. Okay, yes, it may. Gemara explains the Mikodem Day B'Tomei Shabalayla. Initially, we assumed it was Tomei because he saw at night, came into the Chaz at Safra. Once you see in the morning that it's the Ishtane, that the cloth, whatever it is changed. Amar Vare Toho. You say that when she's Torah. V'laylo hu the lo Chaze. Laylo hu the lo Chaze. At night when it wasn't didn't come across. Shapir. Let's make sure I thought here. Maybe initially thought it was Tomei when he looked at night. So in the morning it changed. He says every Torah. And at night I didn't look at it properly. Once he saw at the end of Shabbos, it went back or whatever, at the end of the next day, it went back to its original form. Amr said, "Hi, Tomei, this blood is Tomei. And it's deteriorating. Its redness is deteriorating. Because it's difficult. There's still distinguish between bloods. Rebbe Balayla had a Rebbe look at the blood at night. Rebbe said that which you don't see the light at night. Is when you do it by the light. That you can't look at the Mars night is by the light of the moon. But the light of candles like daytime. Evidence this comes out which says there. Rabbi Bodak or Haner. Rabbi checked according to the candlelight. It means after ain't rolling down by even though you're not supposed to look at blood at night. Come nevertheless or Haner sharper down by the light of candle. It's okay. Met. I mean, that's the Tanakh, which it's quoting there. Ayin Sham V'hoya L'oraner L'vana V'lo L'oraner. There was by the light of the moon and not by the light of the candle. And that's why she said to him, "We married Amim Balayla," and he had to concede I was wrong. Okay, you give him. So even though we learned there, when blood dries, it loses some of its redness. It's a shame. Shouldn't say if it was moist, it'd be completely definitely dummy. You gotta go with what you see in front of you. Rabbi Shadikdik is that Rabbi who made inferences here. Of it to me. Initially, saw it and said it was Tomei. He came back. Was there. So then you have to tell me, okay, what happens? Well, no. Mishum the B'tchila Rav Timei. He came back. The doctor comes there, so he had to be very meticulous. It's already was a Tomei. But you didn't see it where it's moist. The Lord may like a Tomei. Didn't like a Tomei. Ain't lo dayan much ain't of rose. Everything things to do. That is the right thing to do. Your doubt. There was any Tomei Alechem Yapaisa Shkasa was down when the post writes. The Kshiyava Mara Love New York Livnei Amora. If white or green, blue comes in front of the post, say loira ad she yisyabesh. You shouldn't look at it until it becomes dry. Sometimes after it becomes dry, so you'll find red at its fringes. This is astonishing, says Arukh HaShulchan. From the one we brought before, it's clear the chomash but yabesh tismayim muso. The drier it gets, the less red it gets. So perik base chomash yabesh yomroso. The lighter gets, the less and the drier it gets, the more it loses its redness. Besides the poskim, tiny on him, Shaledi Armor would say, especially She'ain Lo Dain El Mashem Bros. That's what he sees. But Dachudin and they rejected this halacha. Shach and the Taz. Yesu to Amidvar, those who wanted to sustain his words, but a no ikar. I don't know how often this happens that we have white and yellow blood, but you don't have to wait. Uvad Zahisikal Abachamiglam says one of the going tiny on him to Ikar Toli Echayamari so Bishas Maguf anyway. Has to do with what look at when left the body. You're not seeing that anyway. So Chavastas and then the Chacham Tzvi. Tezbah, the Tam Amachmir Bezenir, those are the Machmir, it seems that that's because Mishun the so our eyes see, the foreign house our eyes see. The Achazman near Baktabas Kadam. After it dries, you see at the fringes some redness. And it's combined with enokin, but sometimes, many times, it's not like that. This also works out fine. To move on, it's understood. Because anything which is moist, has some motion. Actually, it's garbage. The garment dries completely. With these, according to Kol Mara Shotuach, Nidchafuk Tzasam Liksasam Adhak Tzavos. All the blood which was on the face of this garment is pushed towards the edges by this new liquid. So at the fringes, you have all the moisture which was originally there. So anytime this continuity, no, okay, therefore in the entire extent of the blood, it's lighter, and therefore should be tar. Like tzavas, but the edges, is chabrukulam they all joined together, benafkulam maraches, and it became another mara. Nevertheless, that is not the primary mara. And the musam mikomashonos, it's rather gathered from different places. The one, for example, if we I'm not sure what this is. If you go and you try and put the blood, yeah, I guess the mixture, the white blood and red blood together on the entire thing, later on them cloud, you're not going to notice red at all. You can't learn many times. Why should you tell me? Yesh kasatam. Those say the shinu having my begded. He's not dying because the change of climate with the garment. Commonly said they cause it become red. See, okay, I don't think so. Says I don't think so. Okay, lama garam rak bak tzavos. Garas rak tzavos. Why say only the corners? El ikar dag tabnu. But the primary reason is that, like we said, that it pushed the tummy blood to the sides. You have to take into account. Braga says, we don't need this. They could totally be signed to us. It all comes, depends on when it came out from the body. It would tackle this. Chokim said, we couldn't require this for people who argue. That's what Yaakov Cholik Chacham Tzvi, Kosh Kassi Jitara Sham, it's Machlekes, Sati Atsu Shapi, Gamaloti Ben Chacham Tzvi. It always said it works out well even without the Chacham Tzvi. Okay. Tezai, we'll take that on credit. On credibility. Tezai, Yesh Mishakos, those who wrote, Shim Ra Amora Belayla, if the posek saw the blood at night, Bimo Shatomi looked like it was Tome, Nichad or Yom, they left it until daybreak. For us, so it's totally Kula, we're lenient, Lomad Lois Chaze, Le Shapir Belayla. To say he didn't see it properly at night. By the way, incandescent light makes everything look reddish, and that's why posek even at night should not look at Mara with an incandescent light. Fluorescent light, other kinds of light, but not incandescent, it can be avoided. The urgent says on here, I'm not sure about this all. The Gemara, first Rabbi, might say the Rebbe. The Gemara says the exact opposite of the story of Rebbe, meaning when she said, so it gets dry, it fades. Also, we clarified that we do by candlelight, that's during the day. L'chein ralik much kosa by chomei glan there. I think it's like one of the Yudom Sidri Tar writes. To even stop below belayachol tarobiyom. If you suffix at night, you're not sure, then you can say it's Torah during the day. Havalim balayla need malo. Last the Yisra, but if the night looked at him like it was Aser Mamish, Yib Shalatir. It can't be matir afterwards. That's the primary halacha. The bracket says here, Vadi Gam Ata Nachum Liros the Dafkabil. Even today, it's best to look during the day. Gam by Merisi B'chush. I myself, says Arukh says several times, Inu Doma Amara Biyom, Mar Balayla. It looks like in night, what looks like day are day and night. But it's necessary, you can look at the night, and Paskin based on what your eyes perceive in this case.